But to look your enemy in the eye, knowing you'll remember his face for the rest of your life, now that takes a stomach much stronger than you'll ever have.
Right, continue. Sorry about that, buddy. I don't know why that happened.
I don't see anything anymore.
Research complete.
You don't see anything anymore.
I have a black screen in front of me, so I cannot see what you're doing anymore.
This is not ideal. Let's see what we can do about that. I'm just going to stop sharing and then start again with you.
Alright.
There we go. Hopefully you'll be able to see things again in a moment.
Yes, I already can.
Alright, cool.
Almost instantaneous there.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Sometimes Skype makes things bug out a little.
Awaiting your command. Heading to destination.
Okay, we've built some more ships now. We've got the escort carrier here.
We are ready.
And a couple of the gladiators. What are gladiators kind of... What purpose do they serve?
They're the long-range frigate. You'll notice they do have missiles.
Ah, yes.
And actually, it's kind of... The broadside and the gladiator are kind of based on the same hull there. But the broadside is just the anti-structure unit. It can only attack structures. The gladiator has a very small amount of TIE fighters and serves as your long-range missile ship. So, sort of like the equivalent of the, long-range... What is it? The Javelinists and the TEC have in...
Research complete.
There. In the canon, they were kind of meant to be sort of just the smallest ship you could have that was yet big enough and had the needs to defeat pirates and that kind of thing.
Yes,
so
Commander.
its role is it's big enough to handle most small frigates, or in a larger engagement, it can use its longer range to hide behind the main star destroyers.
Oh, I see.
Where it's fairly weak armor. Ooh, yes, you have found it.
Scum.
The rebels are here. In fact, Mon Calamari is here.
I'm going to kill them all. I'm going to kill every last one of them.
But, more directly next to you, you do have some, interesting...
I'm not sure whether I want to go for Center Point or the Starforge. Oh, it's got to be the Starforge. Oh, tell me I get the...
The what?
I wonder if it builds ships.
I wonder if it builds ships.
Go this way.
Moving to coordinates.
Yeah, it might build ships.
It's a possibility, isn't it?
It would be within its realm of capabilities, yes.
It might just be.
Additional credits required.
Right, our fleet should be large enough to deal with anything that's thrown at it.
I didn't put any more. It's just the default
Destroyer here.
volcanic militia there.
Ready for duty.
The pirate base and the Mon Calamari obviously will be your real challenge.
Mon Cal looks fascinating. Corellian gunships, corvettes, marauders. Oh, the hospital frigates, cool. Bulk cruisers, M40As. Oh my god, this is going to be...
Research complete.
Ooh, XQ-1 defense platforms, proton torpedo turrets, and repair yards. I got this. I don't got this.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, they're pretty well
Location
set up there. Not quite as perhaps as well as Kuat is. If you've had the chance to see that in the mod yet.
Yeah. In our Let's Play that I got wrecked in.
Orders.
Yep. Since there isn't a Titan there, but they do have a few more capital ships of those MC-80 cruisers.
So I was just taking a look at the ship graveyard.
Oh yeah, there's some. There's still. They use some particle effects of Advent and TEC ships, I think. Just
I was wondering if you
around
might be including different particle effects there. Of course, I do know it puts more strain on the engine.
Yeah, I think I cut their numbers down a bit.
Research complete.
Trying
Not
to
a bad
alleviate
idea.
that.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I haven't replaced them with Star Wars ships yet, even though that would should probably be done at some point. But that's obviously not a very big priority. It's a little cosmetic detail.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, I did take the time and redid the menus, so they do get done eventually.
Full speed.
Shit gets done one day. Trouble is, I mean, it's difficult. You're running a very small team, aren't you?
Yeah, it was just me until, well, yeah, the guy who did the militia factions and is now working on the research trees, mainly Ahab Goblin. He helped out a bit with the soundtrack even before the first release of this mod, so he's been here a while, but yeah, he's now more or less as full-time as anyone gets being a modder.
Complete.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm really glad
Alright.
to have him aboard, so...
I can imagine, yeah. It's
now-
nice to be able to just talk to somebody about things as well, because it makes you
Yeah.
feel kind of... it kind of almost validates your opinion if somebody agrees with you. I know it sounds like a small thing, but it can be a really big thing when you're questioning yourself, can't it?
Yeah, yes, it can. So, yeah, I don't know. Depending on when we do the
Colony has been founded.
cooperative Let's Play battle with the rebels there, I might invite him to tag along if he's able to, if that's all right.
Oh, that'd be great.
So, looks like you have captured the planet.
I have
and I believe
indeed.
you do have a Tartan frigate up there on the edge of the gravity well that should be available to capture the Star Forge for you.
Complete.
Also,
Yep, it can do it
I
now,
guess-
in fact.
Yep.
Hey.
I guess I should explain. Oh, it already did. Okay.
Oh, nice.
You might want to turn that off autocast. I just have that so that the AI will use it. You will notice you can't use it because if you click on the button, the Star Forge ability that's grayed out there.
So we need probably the artifact that's present on this planet.
Yes, you do. Part of the reason Starforge and Centerpoint are here in the first place, which may not seem like the most obvious additions to a mod in this timeline, is
Additional
basically Enhanced 4X had these capturable ancient structures for in the Sins universe, which are basically left by the same people that had the artifacts in that game.
has been found.
And I guess you could say they're sort of I made them up as the Sins equivalent of the
Research complete.
the first one, so to speak, I guess from Babylon
Yeah.
5. There's actually one of them for the base game there. I didn't mean for it to spawn. That
That's
shield
just
generator
the shield
thing.
generator,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's one from Enhanced 4X.
Crew
So
reporting.
one thing I want to do is make the Star Wars equivalent of these, of course.
That's a good idea, yeah.
And, Centerpoint and the Starforge were, obvious candidates for being space stations of immense power that
Oh, they certainly were.
So yeah, when you get the chance, fully explore the planet there, and when you have unlocked the artifact.
I should already have that on
The
the go.
star-
Yeah, it's going.
Has been found.
So,
And presumably I can replicate parts of my own fleet.
yes, it will replicate any frigate, and it will make 10 at a time, actually.
Excited?
Complete.
So, take your favorite cruiser, dreadnoughts, vindicators, strike cruiser, whatever you like. Preferably the more expensive the better.
I might make some more of
And
those katana
You
cruisers.
can get them. Yep, you could use those. It's also kind of interesting. You can replicate enemy ships too. So if as
can
the
you?
rebel, yeah. So as the Rebel Alliance, if you manage to capture an Imperial interdictor, or as anyone that's not the Empire, I would definitely replicate some of those just to keep your enemies from
Additional
escaping.
research required.
So there's all sorts of fun little things you can have with it there. Also, unlike the Visari have a replication ability, but the ships aren't permanent. These ships are permanent.
Ah, magnificent.
Basically,
Structure
free
complete.
units. Every 5 minutes or so, I don't remember what the cooldown is, something like that.
Nothing of value
So.
has been found.
Also, you can, if you just leave let's say you say, I'd want nothing but gladiators or vindicators, whatever your favorite ship is, you can just leave it next to the Starforge with auto cast on, come back in 15 minutes, holy crap, I have like 50 frigates here.
Darth Vader. So,
Oh yeah, I'm glad you got to do that.
had a little moment there. I cancelled all the other extraneous research around it as well, so it's going to be researching these first.
Additional credits required.
Which
I
is
really
nice.
wish there was a way you could just reorder your research tree, be like, oh, I should have done this first, without canceling everything, but,
Eh,
Yeah.
I don't know how to do these things. I don't play sins, I just code it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like that sometimes too, actually. As terrible as it sounds.
Structure complete.
I'm sure game developers feel like that the whole time. It's like, I made this game, I never actually play it. But,
Let's see how we're doing. I think we're probably on the last tier now. No, yeah,
yeah,
we're on the last
it
tier.
made you wait till the very last one, I guess.
God damn it! See, our tax income is pretty poor on this planet.
Have you done the population? No, you haven't done the population research yet.
Have found a powerful artifact.
A powerful artifact, you say? Right, let's,
So, yeah, you can pick a frigate. Obviously, I decided capital ships would probably be too powerful to,
I think that's probably a good call there.
These artifacts are meant to be really powerful, but, you know, I didn't want them to be totally game-breaking. It's pretty rare, you know. Oh, yeah.
Hello, boys.
You now have a bunch more activators.
Structure complete.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little while to get there. You might go to your artifacts tab, actually.
Ooh,
And let's look at the...
There
You
it
may
is.
notice this is actually...
Oh,
people
the
have been
infinite
asked-
engine.
Yeah, I was wondering if you'd played the Old Republic. Yeah, I actually just I've only just started playing the Old Republic, the MMO, and I found this here. And, you know, I did that quest in the Empire, I think, on Nar Shaddaa, and I'm like, oh, this would be cool. This fits perfectly for what I was planning to do, because people have been asking for a while if I was going to add Star Wars artifacts.
Ah, yes.
So the Infinite Engine is the first one, yeah. We've actually replaced one of the... In this case, we replaced one of the Sins artifacts with one that did... You know, it's the one that increases your ship build time, so that's what the Infinite Engine does. And since it has that nice connection with the Starforge in the first place, I thought it was perfect.
Indeed.
But you need to find the Infinite Engine to figure out how to work the Starforge. The whole idea of this mechanic of finding and capturing these ancient structures and then needing to find the artifact to power them was to, make it more worth your while to actually explore your planets.
Yeah, I really like that concept. I mean, it's something that I've kind of found myself in most games of Sins. What I tend to do is I try and expand as quickly as possible, and then I build my defense structures while I'm kind of like finalizing my fleet.
Yep.
Oh dear, we're in trouble. Oh, and I
Yeah,
forgot
that's-
about these guys.
Oh yeah, the heroes.
They're in.
In the
is it
diplomacy.
Allegiance tree?
Allegiance, yeah. They're in every race's diplomacy tree at the bottom there, yeah.
Additional
You don't
yeah.
actually need anything else in the diplomacy tree for this, I don't think, unless you
Preparing
want
for
to...
hyperspace jump.
Just that bottom tier there. And
Destination is
I
acknowledged.
guess you could deploy, like, some espionage stuff off your Lambda shuttles if you really wanted to, but... Yeah. The enemy AI is just gonna last long enough for you to blow them up, so...
How do you pirates like that?
Start.
Oh dear. Yeah, you just warped right into them. Yeah.
Such is the fate of all rebels.
Detected inbound hostiles.
I should mention that, of course, the pirates that we have now are just sort of a temporary thing to make them Star Warsy until we get our real. What we hope to do is,
And why don't
You
you
know.
tell me about the real pirates?
the real pirates are going to be Mandalorians, yes.
Magnificent.
Hopefully in not the next release, but when, I guess I'll call it Beta 1 when I release the New Republic. They will be included
Reporting in.
as the pirates there, and as you've noticed, you're actually using them as
Inputting
your
coordinates.
symbol.
Indeed, the Mandalorians, there they are.
So,
Doo-doo-doo.
the Mandalorian pirates will be substantially more powerful than these guys, even have a few of their own capital ships even.
Oh, that's great. I look
They'll
forward to seeing that.
I'll probably get rid of that pirate-based planet and give
Yes,
them,
Commander.
if not Mandalore, something more, that looks
Your
like it fits in the Star Wars universe.
Complete.
And,
Let's move these
of
guys
course,
down
you'll
here.
be able to get some of their ships if you
Affirmative,
take out the pirate base, just like you do now, so... Of course.
Imperial Honor. That sounds interesting. We'll have that.
Yep.
Structure complete.
One of the main, I didn't give the Empire a lot of healing abilities, so that comes in. It's quite useful in keeping your ships alive.
Structure complete.
Oh, here's
And of
one of our
course it's a-
interdictors. You're going to be replacing
Yeah.
this model, are you?
Planet development finished.
I think Max did say he was making an interdictor model, in which case I'll probably will replace it, but I don't know.
I've got a suspicion that he did make one. I think there was a thing whereby he hasn't... he made the interdictor as a standalone and he booleaned all these bits in.
Yeah. Okay.
So, because they were all booleaned, it would have been a nightmare to take them all back out, so I don't think he's got the... Is it the Tector?
The Vindicator, yeah. The one that's
Yes.
the heavy cruiser, yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't got any Vindicators as a result of that, because it would have been a nightmare for him to try and undo the work he's done.
Yeah.
So I do think that model is there. I can't remember if it's fully textured or not. He does occasionally call me up and tell me what he's been up to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we had a very long conversation last weekend, so
Preparing for hyperspace jump.
we got all these
Structure
new models to
complete.
play with, so yeah. But Yeah, for the next version, the interdictor has not changed. It might do so in the future.
Finished.
And honestly, I don't think...
Phase jump complete.
I mean, Max is probably going to make it better, but I feel like the Vindicator and the Interdictor are actually Evil Jedi's models that were pretty good.
Complete.
Even
Oh, yeah,
Jedi's
so
models are good. Do
Here's
you know what? I
Centerpoint
can't
too.
remember what Centerpoint is.
I've only actually read one thing in the expanded universe with it, but
Ready to go.
let me put it this way. The one thing I read was in the New Jedi Order, which is the series where the Yuuzhan Vong are from.
Ah, yes.
And this thing destroyed half the Yuuzhan Vong fleet and a third of the New Republic fleet at the Battle of Fondor. It's basically, one of the oldest things in the universe, basically, and it was built to move planets from one solar system to another.
Okay.
Which is a pretty ridiculous feat, so it has these really powerful tractor beam projector things, I guess. And of course, if you can move a planet, you can create the gravity to move a planet. It makes for a heck of a weapon. You know, one thing, it's basically the most overpowered thing in the Star Wars universe, as far as I know, honestly.
Okay.
They actually had to blow it up eventually when it got more well known. Because, you know,
Awaiting
you
orders.
can... I think they even said it could probably blow up stars if it wanted to, too. But, of course, that
Awaiting your
is not
order.
what I'm using it for, since I don't agree with totally blowing up planets and stars.
What is your
I don't think it makes for terribly good gameplay. It's why the Galaxy Gun doesn't do it either. But, basically, this thing, well... We're still going a lot back and forth, like you just mentioned, having the other team member there to, you know, throw ideas off of, see if they sound good or not. We had quite a bit of discussions about what Centerpoint should actually do. In this version, and I think it's what we'll settle on, is it will absolutely cripple, but it cannot destroy units, but it'll do a ton of damage and most of their health. So that basically, you'll be left with a bunch of weakened ships at the planet it hits, and then you can just finish them off.
Location confirmed.
Ah.
So it is, and it will, whatever planet you fire it at, it will just, you know, they'll be
decimated.
Little or no shields, you know,
Powering engines.
depending on how strong the ship was originally, 100 to 500 hit points. You know, they're just not going to be able to. At that point, the player that gets hit by it he can retreat and heal, and of course let you take the planet, or, you know, die, basically.
Death would be bad.
Yeah, death is bad. Of course, you have it, so...
Awaiting
I'll
your
leave it up
command.
to you whether you want to use it to
Reporting.
speed
Ready
up your
for duty.
conquest of the other things in the
Navigating
system, or if you want to give the rebels
To be
a
honest
fair
with you, I think
fight.
I just want to fight I want to fight the Mon Calamari and the pirate base. I'm
Yeah.
going to go for the pirate base first because it's kind of en route.
Yep.
I'm also we've got Darth Vader on the build here.
Yeah.
Let's see how long he's got.
Doesn't look like too much longer.
Not too long, and we're also quietly
you're-
building a bit of a Katana
Yep.
fleet.
We're rebuilding the Katana fleet. Excellent.
They're having a little bit of a wiggle right now, a little bit of a dance.
Yeah.
A new
This isn't
colony
something
has
I've tried.
Guys,
On my way.
They'll be a little
Inputting
funny until you give them a
coordinates.
move order.
Right away.
It's just
On my way.
there we go. That'll do. We'll just let them do their thing. They're not causing any problems.
no. Yeah, I've tried to tweak the values a bit to avoid that. So far, I haven't been
Ready
successful.
for
You know
your
how
orders,
Sims is
sir.
sometimes.
Deploying.
Okay, so we've taken this world now. First thing we're going to do
Yep.
is that.
Artifact.
Then
The
we've got one of
artifact you need
these.
is on there. Yes.
Right, there we go. So the artifact's on the way.
Yep.
We've got our
You
target
will
patrol
need it.
cruisers.
Yep. Good.
You
Target
have
is
need of
going to
my
capture it.
skills?
Excellent.
Reporting in.
And you can see we've got some of our heroes now as well.
found.
Yeah, Raw Grease is there. Did you get Thrawn here yet?
Yeah, we've got Thrawn. He's around.
Actually, he had a change.
Setting course.
Ooh, what kind of change?
That's not Thrawn. Where
He's
is
around
he?
here.
He's around here? Okay.
Reporting.
If you look at his, I don't think if... Yeah, I don't have an icon for it yet, but if you go over his ultimate ability...
Summon Palion.
I don't know if you were keeping up for this, but I promised my fans that if the mod did so well in the Mod of the Year contest, they would get certain things.
yeah, so yeah, I was
since
keeping
we got to the
I always keep up with your
number-
mod.
Yeah, well, we got number 4 for best upcoming mod of 2014,
yeah, you did. It
which
was
meant
amazing.
that the community was eligible to nominate a hero unit, and Paleon won. So I had kind of an interesting problem here that I already filled out all the Imperial hero slots, and I felt Paleon, some of the other Imperials like Dala could just be sort of standalone characters and kind of random encounters like Mon Calamari there, but I felt Paleon was really, he was pretty loyal, so if you don't know, he was Thrawn's protege during the Thrawn trilogy, and he would later become basically the founding father of the Imperial Remnant, one of the very few Imperial guys to survive the war. But
Oh,
yeah,
shit! Oh, gone through it.
Interesting camera angle there. But anyway, yeah, his
Such a-
ultimate ability...
Such a big ship.
Yes, it is. I do have to redo the engine effects for that, though.
I was surprised by how much blue you've got on this thing.
Yeah, it wasn't... It's actually just Evil Jedi's model was set up that way. It's just we have the bloom working on it now, so you actually see it.
Yeah.
He uses a lot of blue lights for ships. You can see it on the Starforge kind of as well, but... Yeah, I'm not sure... I haven't quite decided whether I prefer more yellow lights or blue lights. It really depends on the ship for some reason. What sort of lighting I prefer for the, I guess, they're not necessarily the portholes, but whatever the equivalent is on a spaceship.
Windows.
Windows, okay, that's simple enough. But
Oh, come on, ship. We haven't got all day. Well, we have got all day, but... More of these, please.
if you just leave it on autocast, since the dreadnought's the only thing there, you don't have to do that.
Good plan.
Did you turn it on?
Ton of
I don't
light.
think you turned. I don't see the little swirling sign on the ability there.
Let's go.
Okay.
There are more of them than there were.
But yeah, usually I will say it's kind of annoying if you get the artifact first and then you capture the Starforge.
What's it doing?
Oh,
No, stop
yeah,
that.
don't fire. Oh, it fired. It's okay. The rebels heal themselves pretty well. Just don't attack them immediately. I don't think that'll help. Yeah, I have to leave things on autocast if I want the AI to use them, which is kind of annoying in this case.
I see.
So yeah, they just got center point. Again, it doesn't actually destroy anything, it'll just heavily damage them, but the rebels are pretty good at healing, much better than the Empire is actually, so you saw they had those hospital frigates there.
Awaiting orders.
Things like
Moving
that.
out.
Yeah.
Several of their capital ships do, so they're... If you go to pirate baits first, they'll probably be mostly recovered by the time you get there.
That's my plan.
Activating.
I should also
You
mention,
have need of my skills?
if you zoom out, there is another star system here.
Reporting.
Hey, what's this?
Yeah, you haven't looked at that, have you?
No. That one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that one.
Wait.
These
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
These.
Is
Is there more interesting things there?
there is an interesting thing there, yeah.
I might have to go and have a look. That could be important.
It is.
I realise I've been doing this pretty slowly, and I do apologise.
It's fine to me. So, you have captured the artifacts of great importance and the space stations to run them, so that's that part of what I wanted to show you here today.
That's half the good news.
So,
Your analysis.
now you have the pirate base and Mon Calamari is what I call a random encounter, and it's basically set up just like Kuat for the rebels. It will. We don't have
Awaiting
the.
orders.
I haven't coded the reward you get for actually clearing that planet out yet, but what I think we're doing is it will let you build some of the Mon Calamari ships, and it will also boost your construction rate at all of your planets.
Awaiting orders.
One thing that I am aware of with these dreadnoughts is right now everything is disabled,
Oh dear.
and I've just realised why.
Yeah. That'd be something I should look into fixing. Yeah.
Yep, they're in pre-capturable state,
Yeah.
aren't they?
All right. I guess Katana dreadnoughts may not have been a good idea. I think I made a mental note to myself to make sure that worked, and I totally forgot. Yeah.
Admiral
It
Thrawn
was on my
reporting.
to-do list. It didn't quite get there.
Goldukat, bug testing like a god.
Yep. So, yeah, I'll have to take measures to make sure replication doesn't screw that up. What did you get?
Treasure, you see?
Oh, did they hit you with a?
What's this?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh, hello.
you got one of the random events that E4X added, which summons that pirate captain there.
Credits required.
If you go in your event
Like-
log, actually, I don't know, I don't remember which one random events come in.
Pirates are raiding one of our planets.
Yep, go up, up. That
Up?
screen, yeah. An outcast pirate.
Ah.
Yeah, you can read it better than I can.
An outcast pirate captain has taken refuge at the planet Yavin 4? 5? 4. That does not look like Yavin 4.
It's random names, you know how Sins works. It had a very bad case of volcanic activity.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to have a bitch
You
fit.
can rename it.
Research
Name it
complete.
Mustafar or something. But yeah,
Right,
one of the things that
need to move the fleet on.
the Enhanced for X mod also did with the Stellar
Gunship
Phenomenon
reporting.
expansion, a lot of people were complaining most of the random events were bad. So
Oh,
that's one of the things that were good. You get a free mini hero unit of sorts.
that's something that we looked at as well. We tried to make some positive random events, because most of ours are absolutely devastating.
You have the crystalline entity and all that.
Yeah, crystalline
yeah.
entity, species 8472.
I haven't watched Voyager yet, but I know what they are.
Blah, 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 blah. What else do we have? We have the Doomsday device.
Let's see. My Star Trek knowledge at this point is limited to the Next Generation, Wrath of Khan, and I'm in season 2 of Deep Space Nine, but I had to stop watching it because I was watching it with Babylon 5 at the same time, and Babylon 5 season 2 took off a lot better than DS9 did. So once I finish Babylon 5, I'll go back and get caught up here.
I do love Babylon 5. God, I mean, the lack of a good Babylon 5 mod.
Preparing for hyperspace jump.
It burns. The burn is real.
Research complete.
I haven't played any of them yet, honestly, so I guess there's, what, 2? 1? Oh, another random encounter here. You'll notice some of the non-colonizable...
Paragus' Fury.
You know what that's a reference to, right?
Indeed. I mean, it looks pretty wrecked.
It's actually one of the...
Ice field, isn't it?
It's an ice field, but the name is from...
Paragus 2 mining...
Yeah, yes, it's
from
KOTOR 2, yes, it is a KOTOR 2 reference, but you'll notice a lot of the pirates, capital ships, and other named things have some tongue-in-cheek references, so things like that.
Well, I can see, yeah, it's good.
So, yes.
Activating.
But yeah, you basically ran into some pirate mining, trade operation, I should say, and one of the things we really like about this, you'll actually see their trade
Ready
ships going
for
between their
orders.
pirate base and the
Reporting.
neutral gravity wells they're in, or uncolonizable, I should say, and you can capture the trade port, so you don't have to build a star base just for the trade, you know.
Ah.
So it's a nice little random event too.